One, let me just fix this. Yes, somewhere around here. Oh, light would be nice, wouldn't it? There we go. Something like this. Let's see. I look myself up real quick. There we go. Okay, that's really not straight. Sorry. It's really not wanna go straight today, is it? Let's see. Well, we'll have to do. Well, so let's start by showing some things I already made with the new Valentine release that went live yesterday. Hoi Martinique, leuk dat je er bent. So, I'm not showing all the products that are new. You can check them on our Webshop, of course, but I will show the ones that I will be creating with today. This one I posted on release day actually yesterday. It's with the new Valentine Mice set. Let me see. It's this one with 3 cute little mice and some cute sentiments. So that's very sweet. Made some ATC cards with it to put in orders and stuff. I thought they were very cute. Then they came out with this Mole Lot of Love set. 2 actually. A big one and an add-on. I love the add-on with the like upside down mole. It's so cute. And this one is fun for Valentine's Day. Like they have some love themed sentiments, but the moles itself can be used for anything. It's not necessarily Valentine's Day at all. As you can see here, I just had to turn it into Christmas, so I just gave them some Santa hats with that all the hats set from Valentine, and I used some older birds stamp sets and all the backdrop die, and just turned them into Christmas moles, and I turned like dirt into more of an icy dirt. So, but again, these moles are not necessarily Valentine's Day, so nice and versatile, and I turned it into a shaker, of course. But I also made some tags, because as you guys may have known from the previous release where they did the Halloween sets, like I love these foxes and bunnies and the outfit sets. This time I created tags with it and used the new Cupid outfit set, which again you can use on the foxes and on the bunny, as you can see. Hi Aletta, nice to see you again. And for this I actually did this one with alcohol marker coloring on the fox and this one with die cuts. So again, you can definitely choose what you prefer in that. Okay, so that's that. We will be making a tag together today. Last time I went for the fox to assemble him on camera, so this time we'll do a bunny. I thought it would be cute. And we will work with cute little moles. This time we will do a Valentine's Day card with them instead of a Christmas card. So we'll just get started, I feel. Let me just grab my little thing here. For this I used an older set to create the tags. This is the lacy border die from Valentine, and I used the second largest, I believe, to create the tags. I cut them twice out of white cardstock. Then I just measured the inside of the stitch detail and cut a piece for our background. We'll need some ribbon. And then I got these. I cut out of vellum, like some hearts. This one says hugs and this says you're cute. And I used also an older product for that. Let me check. The Slimline Hearts die. Normally it's a slimline, but I just use these hearts on the inside to give some extra details to our tags today. And of course the Build a Bunny in this case, the Build a Fox and the new Build a, what's it called? Build a Critter Valentine accessories. So this comes with a cute cupid bow and the wings and the outfits and some extra accessories like a letter and a heart. Here another letter. So lots of options again. So we'll start with some inking. So I put my sticky mat somewhere. I did. There we go. Start with our background because I also want to put some glitter on top of it. So that needs some drying time. I have, let me see. Because I did two with a hard stencil and one with a leather stencil. So I thought we would do a leather stencil for this one as well. I did put my stencil somewhere, not in this one. There we go. This is a pretty big bush stencil, but you can use any background stencil you own, of course. So just see what you have, basically. I'm gonna use a very light pink on our background here, Sponge Sugar in this case. And did you guys grab something from the new Valentine release already? Or just watching if you want something or waiting a bit? Because I know December is a pretty expensive month for everyone, so. And there's still time to buy some Valentine sets, of course. This is a very, very light pink. My light is not working with me that great. There we go. Just a very thin layer. And let's see. I'll line it up right here. I'm gonna use a very light gray for the letters. So I'm gonna use some Lost Shadow here. Let me grab a gray. Oh, that was not the right gray. Do you see that? We're starting off well today. Whoops. Well, it's been a long week for me, you guys. So do I have a soft gray? No, not of these. So I'll grab my waffle flower one. There we go. Enough options here. Oops, yep, oops. Well, it's not as bad as a while ago. Actually, I was refilling my ink pads and I used the wrong re-inker on the wrong ink pad. So I used the darker color on my light purple, which should have been on the darker purple ink pad. So that was a really big oops. It's the first time that's happened to me actually, and I've been crafting for 4 or 5 years, I feel. Making cards at least, scrapbooking a bit longer, but it's the first time that happened to me. Now I double check again before I refill something, but I mean if it happens every once in 5 years, it's not too bad. But Let me see if that's dark enough. Yeah, that's fine. Oops. And then we will line up this one. And we need a little bit of a darker gray. Well, we know which one that is, don't we? Gonna do that on these shadow layers. And then for these ones, I believe I did pink. Yeah, I did. Let's go with Big Raspberry actually for that. There we go. Nice. And then the last stencil, let me find that writing because that needs to be on the bottom. And again, you can use any stencil or you could use a pattern paper as well, of course, for this part. It's just whatever you want. Hi, Melanie. Nice to see you. Did you prick your finger? No, my nail broke. Like, it's kind of cracked like here in the middle. I needed to do them a long time ago because they grew out quite a lot. And then you have like, they break more easily. And it went like right into my nail bed. But I didn't have time to file it off and fix it. So for now, it's a temporary fix with a pleister on top of it. So hopefully it doesn't crack anymore into my nail bed. Wow, that's that. And I think this stencil is really cute with the letters for Valentine. But you know, there's plenty of cute stencils or pattern paper you can use for your tag. There we go. Hopsa, a little bit of shading around the edge. Ouch, yes. And like I said, and tomorrow we're gone the whole day because we're going to my father. And we live in Friesland and he lives in Brabant. So it's quite a drive and everything. So we're gone the whole day. So I don't have time. So Sunday, we'll have to hold till Sunday, I hope. It's just been a busy week, so I didn't have time to do them. But then they crack and that hurts. Okay, before we clean the rest, I'm gonna use a shimmer spray. Just needs a good shake. I have this box for it. It's really dirty for my mic sprays. You guys don't mind that, please, but I'm just gonna add this. And this is the from Imagine Sheer Shimmer Craft Spray Sparkle, and it really doesn't have a color, so it works on everything. There we go. Gonna let that dry for a bit. And in the meanwhile, as always, I like to shape my die cuts to give them a bit more dimension. So we'll do this for the bunny as well. Yeah, a little bit of a pink. This doesn't need shading. Let's see. This needs gray. Also needs gray. And brown. Already lost a heart, I see. It's probably gotten stuck to my sweater somewhere. Well, we might find it, otherwise I'll die cut another one. Thank you. Yeah, we wanted to go last week, but our car broke down. And it wasn't fixable, so we actually had to grab a new one. Picked it up yesterday. So now we can finally go there, because we, at my dad's place, we wanted to celebrate Pakjesavond, Sinterklaas. But now it will be just a little late one tomorrow. Because we didn't have a car. And with the train and everything, it just takes way too long to get there. Here I'm just using some gray. My white pieces, you can use oxides, whatever. I'm using my dyings, but just have what you use, or use what you have, not have what you use. But it will be fun for him. I mean, he's 4, so he doesn't realize it was supposed to be last week. So that makes it a bit better than when they get older and got all excited for it. So that was a bit of luck there. Okay, brown. There we go. And let me think a little bit on the sides. You can skip this step, or you can color it with cut everything out of white and color it with your markers, like I did with one of the fox tags. I always prefer to use inks, because if I can skip coloring, I will, basically. I go in phases. Sometimes I have a phase that I like coloring, and then I stamp out a lot of images and actually color them. Because I'm always like, now I feel like it, so let's just get it done. Anyone else want plans for this weekend? And I'm gonna use some pink for a little bit of the ears. And I'm gonna give it some cheeks. There's also die cuts for the cheeks. It's like these oval circles. That doesn't make sense, does it? Ovals. But I always prefer the ink look. So I'm just gonna give him some red cheeks like that. That is that. Let's put that over here. Actually, let me put it back in here, because I want to do the inking on our next background. Just for the same reasons, I want to use some shimmer spray, and I want it to be dry so we can move on. So we will start on our next project really fast, so it can all have time to dry, you guys. Martinique is making cards, Christmas cards. Here we go. Well, that sounds fun as well. I mean, I like that we're going there tomorrow, but Saturday of crafting, I would not mind either, to be honest. Okay, so here again, I used that lacy border die from Lanvin, and I measured the inside again, cut it out of white to create my background. And for this one, we'll be using the Valentine Mice and the paper clips, which is also a new one, which will show more when we get to that project, but don't want to get the stenciling done. For this one, we'll actually use the hard stencil that we also used on the tags. This one. Lanvin came out with a new one as well, you guys, but I'm using my oldie but goodie from Pretty Pink Bosch. Let's see, and going tomorrow for the first time, soccer competition for my granddaughter of 9 years old. Oh, that is cute. That is so cute. I wish you a lot of fun. That sounds so good. Okay, let's layer the first layer. No, let's go with spun sugar first again. Melanie says, Christmas market tomorrow and Sunday the birthday of my son. His birthday is today. Congratulations with your son, Melanie. That sounds so fun. And Christmas market, yay. Love it. Martinique said yes, Christmas cards. Indeed. I thought I was done with Christmas cards, but I realized today that I forgot 2 people. So, well, I could use the mole one I made, I suppose. So that saves me one. But Sunday it's Nails Day and trying to make another Christmas card. So there we go again with our spun sugar. And then we'll actually use Kitsch Flamingo for our next layer. There we go. You're welcome. I'm bringing my chair. Yes, you are right to do that. Sounds like a good idea. And I'm just inking that heart in a lighter pink. So the background is the lightest, then one shade darker, and then for the details in the hearts I'm going one shade darker again. So trio of pinks, so to say. So it's really out of my comfort zone actually, because normally I don't like pink, but this is a very pink life. You wouldn't say about my sweater as well, but just because it wasn't a good sale price. Oh, scootmobiel. Ja, hey, als je hem toch hebt staan, dat is heel erg praktisch voor dat soort dingen natuurlijk. Je hebt hem niet voor niks, dus lekker gebruik van maken, Oké, let me see. I'll put it there. And line that up. There we go. Then we'll go with Big Raspberry. How cute! And then they also have a second layer parts right here. Then I also prepared a third card that needs some ink in, but I don't think I will use the shimmer spray on that. So I think we'll never know, because I always change my mind anyway. But these for these two can have some drying time. It's the only downside on a life sometimes. There we go. And then again, I'm just gonna go around the edge a little bit as well. Always like a bit of that distressed look. It was a bit much, but hey. There we go. Super cute. Thank you, Melanie. Yeah. Like I said, it's a bit more of a purple, aqua, and darkish girl, but hey. For Valentine's Day we can do some pink. And for Christmas actually I like pinks. I really like the pink and aqua color combination and pink and red color combination for Christmas. Strangely enough. Let me get my dirty spraying thing again. Shake this up. There we go. Let that dry as well. Now we can continue on to our tag again. Thank you, Aletta. Grab some double-sided tape and a drink of water actually. My throat whole week has been like a little bit itchy. Like I'm not getting sick, but if I talk a lot, it's being difficult. And I never talk, so that doesn't help. These are restocked again as well, by the way, guys. The picking tool from L'Enfant with the wax seal replacement. So if you were waiting on that, Just turning this one to the back and gonna layer with some double-sided tape in the middle my ribbon. Then I like to put another piece of double-sided tape and basically fold it like this so you get a loop. And then for extra securement, I always like to a little bit like that, because it's not flat anymore, so I like to make sure it's really secure. Basically, might be overdoing it, but hey, I'd rather have it not coming off than have used too little. So okay, and then I don't try to put glue on these scalloped little pieces. I just go inside the rectangle. And you can do this in different colors as well, of course. Let's add a little bit like around and on the ribbon as well. And let me line this up. Like that. And like this you can turn anything into a tag. I own a few like dies that are made for tags as well, don't get me wrong. But like this you can make any circle, square, whatever, heart into a tag. There we go. Let me check how dry our shimmer is. It's pretty good actually. To make sure, I'm just going to put a little bit of a paper towel over it and take off a little bit if they're still on there. And attach this. Now we have the base for our tag. And I want to add this vellum heart that I got with your cute. Vellum, you do see a bit of your adhesive, so I always try to be very sparse with it. Just putting a little bit on the bottom and at the top. And then we'll just stick it on here. And then what I like to do is kind of rub it in. That sort of helps if it dries to make it more clear. But yeah, I wouldn't put glue everywhere. Now let's put together our bunny. As you can see, it comes with this layer piece for the ears. So that makes it really easy to do. Let me grab a tweezer actually. And you can just inlay that. And then below, around the eyes, they've made a layering piece for that as well. So, you know, it's very easy to do. You can always hand cut some small pieces of pink and black as well. There's some dies that don't have this sort of stuff, but this makes it just extra easy, you guys. There we go. That's this cute little face. And then we'll go with the toga. Cute, right? Love it. You could turn it into a Greek god like this as well. A Greek party. Some greenery around the ears for the oh god, what are they called again? Stuff they always had on their hats. And here we have, I cut it out of brushed gold again as always, the little ribbon, rope. There we go. Gonna put on the hat here. There's a little line. It's difficult to see on camera view, but there's a line here that shows you until where you should secure the hat. And I sometimes like to grab a piece of tape actually, turn this around and go like that. So you have some extra, that's extra secure while you're still working on it basically. And then for the wings, I'm just gonna add some glue in the middle. And then just lay your cutie on there. Like that. And then the hands there. And then for the bow, the Cupid bow, you have this piece. I got it out of brushed silver. And you also have an arrow, which I got out of brushed gold again. I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue at the point there and a little bit in the middle. And then we're just gonna align it like that. And then we'll put some glue all over there so we can put our gold piece up there. I'm just gonna grab a magnet. You could use an acrylic block or whatever you have for it. And then there's also this cute little heart in this set that can actually fit on that arrow right here. You can also use those as decoration for stuff. So it's very cute. There we go. The last thing I want to do is add the hand, because I want to have that arrow ready for it basically by seeing where to align this. I think like this looks good. So I am just gonna some glue, not too much hopefully, and just place this here and then do the little hand right there. That's our cutie. They are very easy to put together, you guys. You can do them in all sorts of colors and stuff. Thank you, Aletta. Yes, I love the Build-A-Bunnies and Build-A-Fox. They are so cute. With the Halloween outfits, the winter, Christmas, spring, like you can use them any time of the year. Just gonna add some white highlights. You can leave it if you hate it. As always, do what you like, what you want to do. And there we go. Let's add a little bit here. So cute. And then I thought it would be nice, I did it with the other tags as well, to pop this one up a little bit. So I am gonna grab my beloved foam and add some squares behind it here. You can lay it on flat as well, of course, whatever you want. And these are very cute for cards as well, but I like them for tags as well and for ATCs. There we go. Well, maybe one more right there. Grab it. Let's see if we can get all of these off. Sometimes I forget one. I had these bigger ones, but I use them all basically, so I'll have to do with the small ones for now. And then I kind of want to layer him or her like this, so you can still see the vellum heart, which are cute. On the other ones I used 2 hearts, but I lost one, so we'll make do with one. But this is basically very easy tag, and you could also stamp a sentiment here if you put a like, or here if you place the bunny a bit lower. Put some of those glitter enamel dots that we have in the shop on them. You know, just see. So here we go, just the bunny, 2 different backgrounds, and here are the fox ones. This fox is colored with alcohol markers, this one's with colored cardstock. So super cute tag. So these will go in my basket again to put in orders. So that's nicely restocked again as well. Same with these cuties, which we'll do our next project with, which will be a card, but the Valentine Mice. Very cute on ATCs as well. The lump mice and critters in general lend themselves so well for ATCs if you like those. These to the side. Dankjewel Martinique, dankjewel Aletta. Okay. We already made our background, of course. So I made, this is a standard size card size. And I have made this lacy rectangle die in pink, I called it. And we made, of course, this background just now. So go in there. And then I want to use these. Oh, we do need some more inking. Shoot, I forgot. Well, we'll fix this one. That's okay. Just gonna lay it out a little bit, you guys, so we see the idea. There we go. That was my idea for this card. And I also pulled in another new product, which I'll show you. Which is the Valentine Mice indeed, and this paper clip set, which is also very fun for scrapbookers or journalists, by the way. It comes in all kinds of, you have heart, a big heart, a small heart. This is more of a clipboard thing, a normal paper clip one that says hello, a small with a heart, a star. So I went with the 2 small hearts for this card and the large heart, got it out of some brushed silver. And these small postage stamps come out of the older little letter set here. And these envelopes, by the way, if you were wondering, is also from this little letter set. So these paper clips might be one of my favorites because they're very versatile. But as you can see, I left this one to do with you guys, of course. So kind of forgot about it, but we'll do the inking first. And I used Kitsch Flamingo and Picked Raspberry again for that, with the heart stencil. So let me grab that. I didn't clean it, but it's the right same color, so it should be fine, I feel. Let me move it up. There we go. This will be more on tone, but it still adds some interest to the background, I feel. That's one. Also a nice chance, I cannot really see how did I line this again. Here, this corner. Let me hold my finger there. No, am I going crazy? Yeah, this corner, okay. No, really? No, that's not right. Okay, let me clean the stencil a little bit because I cannot see. here. And then I feel like that still doesn't line up properly though. Because here it will be too high, right? Okay, these stencils are not, it's not me. They don't line up if you put them on top of each other. Okay, well. That's the first time I'm noticing that, to be honest, but we'll manage. Ja, zeg dat, Aletta. Ik begon echt aan mezelf te twijfelen hier. Goed, oké. Let's clean this up. There we go. Then I did, of course, add the shimmer on it. So we will do that again and just attach the other stuff first. For the other one, I used the sparkle for the background and for the text. This is the shimmer concentrated frost. They are similar, but this is more of a white undertone, I would say. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but it's more white in real life, at least. Okay, so let's put this somewhere we don't lose it, or at least try not to lose it. Haha. And firstly attach this. Oh, I was planning on doing this in red. You see? Light red in stencil, background white. Well, pink it is. Now I remember I wanted to do a pink and red, because this is also red, you see? The hearts. Well, anyway, will be a lot of pink and a little bit of red. It's fine. It's Friday, so we'll just work with what we can do on a Friday, right? And I mean, it still works together color-wise, so that's all good, I feel. I am gonna add some foam tape on the back, because why not? I love my foam. Okay. This is Blooper Friday. Make sure, yeah, it opens like this. There we go. Then we do want to make sure that this one still fits under here. So we'll start with our sentiment actually, because otherwise I feel another blooping coming. We use a foam strip for this. And get that backing off. There we go. as straight as possible. There we go. Okay, for the middle one, I was thinking of this. Oh, nothing works today. Even my pleister. I'm not sure what it's called in English. Pleister. Bandage. Bandage? Yeah, bandage. Edward is humming. On the background. So, bandage. Okay. Put that cutie on. You could even grab, if you have them, your waffle flower stamps to make them even more like postage. And this one you can do in two ways. All of them actually. You could do it like this. Let me put my hand away so you see more of the big one. Or you could do it like this. I think I like it more like this. So we'll do that. So this will be at the back. This will be at the front. Just glue that, and I'm hoping it would still fit above this. Luckily, it really fits quite well still, so I was lucky there. Plaster, yeah. I think it's bandage, but yeah, I mean. And this one, I was thinking, the cutie blowing kisses. Mwah. I like that sentiment, it's cute. Mwah. And what I like about this mice, for example, you can use it on other mice cards as well. It doesn't have to be Valentine. The letter either. I mean, this could be Happy Mail as well, of course. Or thinking about you, thank you, whatever. And this one could be blowing bubbles, blowing leaves. You know, all the good stuff. The same goes for all these paper clips, but this one as well. Put a like small part at the top or put it under it. And I think because we chose to put the small stuff under it on that one, we will continue that trend with this one. Yeah, we will. Off to the side. Like I said, these paper clips are so fun for journaling, scrapbooking, memory keeping, all those sort of things as well. Okay, now let me there we go. Is it a plaster? Oh. Yeah, bandage is like verbandje, right? And let's put this one in. There we go. And of course this cutie will go on there as well. Do we want in the middle, to the right, to the side could even do. No, then it overlaps. Maybe at the bottom, do it like that. No, I don't. No, I won't do it to the right. For our Sassy Club lovers, by the way, it is shipped. I haven't had time to put it on our socials like I normally do, that it's shipped. I will do it tomorrow. But it is shipped and I expect it in the beginning of next week already. So probably Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, verbandje is bandage. Yes, thought so. Thank you, Aletta. Now, okay, like this. And now the other question is, I kind of want these ones popped up as well. It will be quite a fat card because we also used foam behind this one, but I think we're still gonna do it. It will all go in your guys' packages anyway, so it's more protective because it goes in a carton box instead of an envelope. So I think it's not as big of an issue. That one. You looked it up, yeah. I understand. Sometimes it's like, especially during your life, like with a voiceover for YouTube, even though I haven't done a YouTube video in a while, but now you can look it up in the meanwhile if you don't know, because some words are just like, what was it again? Because you almost never use them in English, but then you need it and you're like, oh. Now my biggest struggle of all times, I got this tip, which I do have. I have this like, we're just talking about English words, right? I have this ruler, yes, got it. With this edge, if you can just stick it against the side of your card basically, and then attach things straight is the idea. But I feel like because this is popped up, it doesn't. Oh, well, actually it might work. I find it such a hassle compared to eyeballing it, but it might indeed be straighter. I still have trust issues. Okay, we'll try the middle one. Okay, I've added a little bit of glue as well to try to have some wiggle room. I feel like this is not, yeah, it's maybe straight in the middle, but not on the, yeah, that seems good. Okay. And there we go. If it wants to stay put, but that has to do with me using foam. Okay. That one didn't go straight though. Just gonna eyeball this last one, you guys. That makes it like this. Yeah, straight enough. But this is a cute way to use those paper clips. But there's lots of ways. You can also do like this note page kind of thing. For postage stamps, it's fun. I just love them. Yes, I know, Aletta. I feel like it's so much to keep track of. I just accepted by now that getting things straight is not my forte. If you get a card of me from me and you look at it and you're like, it's not straight, then you know it's a Rachel original. That's how I look at it. So each their strengths, right? So that's it for you guys. Here I have prepared a slimline with the same hard slimline die I used for our tags to cut out the vellum, but this time for the cards. Yeah, I mean, some are good at coloring, some are good at inking, some are good at designing, some people are really good at keeping things neat and straight, and I am not one of those. It is what it is. And let's attach our base piece to our card base here. Everything out of whites. And I just measured again the inside of these stitch details to create the card base like that. There we go. Exactly, Aletta. It is hand work, like it's made by hand. It cannot be perfect. If you want a perfect card, you should grab a Hallmark card, I always say. But they are not as fun as our handmade cards. There we go. Now, I did cut out some of the moles, of course, and colored them. And I'm kind of gonna see, because I had this figured out, but of course it got somewhat mixed up. So this I already don't like. That seems better. Hallmark, yes. Okay, there we go. Something like this. And of course, they will need some ground. So I'm just gonna sort of divide it up in 3 pieces. I don't think we can finish this card. I just looked at the time. We'll do the background. I will just save it for the next live. Then we can finish it. I am gonna use tea dye and vintage photo for my ground. That definitely is my favorite color combo for some dirt, basically. Clean off this because I have trust issues now with the, after what happened with the gray. Yes, that seems good. Yeah. There we go. That's one. Then I'm gonna use this part to cover it already up for our sky. I'm just gonna divide it by 3 basically, this card. I'll grab another. A 4, maybe right there would be good. And then we'll just blend it inwards from here to here with a sky color. And I'm thinking I might do red. Because I was planning on doing pink and red with that one. The other one. So we might use red for this card. Okay, that seems good. Let's grab a red. Candied apple. Just gonna use whatever is left on my little dauber here for this. Could use a brush or whatever you prefer, but there we go, just a light layer. Now I use a cloudy stencil. This is my Waffle Flower one, Love One has one, MFT had one, like I think almost every brand. Sassy Club has one. And we just basically make it into 3 different cute little scenes. I am going to use my brown again here to make that blend nicely. And then this one can go off. There we go. Cover this one up. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, I do have another one, which will go until right here. Like that. And then shade in our vintage photo one. Oops, no need to throw it. And again, use what's left over. Make a bit of our base color here. And then use that brown. There we go. And then the last sky area. And our clouds with a bit darker inking. Thank you, Alana, that's so sweet. There we go. Now we have 3 little mini scenes. I think I said I wouldn't do splatters, didn't I? But I'm kind of rethinking that now. I'm kind of thinking some glitter would be nice. What do you guys think? Glitter or no glitter? Shine or no shine? This over here. I should have closed my glue. That is gonna. Martinique says glitter. Aletta says I love everything that's glittery. Yeah, same. So, guess we decided, you guys, that we will indeed grab the glimmer, glitter, glimmer, whatever, all the stuff. Okay, you shake that. There we go. Nice amount on there. There we go. Well, you guys, I am gonna call it here because we need to get up at 6 tomorrow and have a long drive back and forth. So normally I would maybe make it a little bit later to finish this, but I will just save this for the next live. So, because I will be turning it into a shaker, and we add some sentiments and these cute little molds. So I will just keep it inside this little boxy here, and we can finish it in the next live. I will probably finish this one and then move on to Sassy Club for the next one. Because like I said, I expect it in like Monday or Tuesday. So then we can take a look at some of the new products that came in from Sassy Club. I will close this and put this on top so I don't lose it for the next live. Thank you Aletta, dankjewel voor het komen ook. Ja, ook een fijn weekend. Thanks everyone and have all a great weekend. And I'll see you all next week or the week after. We'll kind of have to see. But hopefully next week is less busy than this week. So bye bye.